What's up, everybody? I'm Chris Metzen.
And I am Mike Gilmartin.
And Mike and I have something pretty cool to share with y'all today. We have started a grand adventure together that we hope will be both geeky and glorious. For those of you who don't know us, Mike and I have been in the video games business for 20 plus years. I think.
Did Mike work at Blizzard? Yes. Man, shit.
Mike's actually edging
God
towards 30 years because he's old. And so it's ironic that for two guys that have been doing video games for so long, we've actually spent the last number of years thinking a lot about tabletop games.
Okay.
Some of my fondest memories were playing Robotech and D&D and I mean all the Palladium stuff, Rifts, and everything else you could get your hands on. But I think for me, I actually grew up in Washington State, and it rains like
tabletop games are kind of boomer games. You're right. They're kind of boomer games, but these guys are boomers, so that's who they're making games for, right? Like this makes sense. Like, they're getting older, they're boomers now, they're old, and so they make games for, what's wrong with that?
9 months out of the
wet
year,
up there,
so you can't really get outside. And so some of my fondest memories that actually I look back on were just designing those dungeons for my friends or trying to make a campaign, and it was so good just to listen to the rain outside and basically do that
and have that world to fall into.
Well, and then
I remember I made a campaign for my my friends and I whenever I was in, I think, 10th grade, and I remember I did it in the library, and it was I still have my old Dungeons and Dragons like character sheet from back then. Maybe I'll have to post a picture of it and show you guys.
Into the forest and pretend that you're
I still have it
in the wild, right? Like,
and by the way, the same guys that I played Dungeons and Dragons with then are the same guys that I played Dungeons and Dragons with 15 years ago whenever we were all in high school together. So I'm a very lucky guy in that regard.
LARPers, was that even a thing when you were a Rugrat?
Yeah, same exact
I did
guys.
a little LARPing.
So
a lot of gamers our age, a lot of developers that have been in video games forever. Like a lot of us grew up in, the kind of mid 80s to mid 90s, playing tabletop games, especially D&D, and it's a way we learn to socialize. It's a way we learn to be imaginative together, which has been a value that has, shaped my life in so many ways.
I agree with that. A fellowship. Oh, okay. All right.
Mike
now
and I
I'm
have been
interested
gaming for many
now.
years. We had a weekly,
Lord of the
weekly
Rings.
Warhammer 40K
I like
game
hearing this.
going on at my place. And about 4 years ago, my wife and I had a kid. So it became...
So like this is how you know Metzen is rich as fuck, is that he plays Warhammer 40K. Like, really. I mean, you ever go to the store and you see how much money those things are? You gotta pay like $48 for a plastic tank. Oh, fuck.
Kind of prohibitive to, yell and fight about rules discrepancies in the middle of the living room while
we did
the
the same
one was
thing.
sleeping.
So we moved over to my garage.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of cleared everything out. Had a table there, and it was okay in the beginning because it was just us.
Right.
It soon grew to other people that wanted to join our little merry band of gamers. So after about 6 months, roughly, we had probably about 12 people consistently coming over, and I left 4 tables up in my garage, which
they copied your logo. Wait, what do you mean?
Your wife's having a fit,
No.
and there's never
I'll
any
look at the
parking
logo
unless everybody's kind of illegally smashed.
Oh. Guys, come on. Really, guys? I mean, this is ridiculous. They were inspired? I guess so.
Around your neighborhood, and we kind of realized we were well out of space. So I think it was Mike that had the big idea of like, well, what if we went out and found our own space? And I was kind of like, what are you talking about? This is like the nerd fantasy.
So that was October.
Yeah.
And here we were by December of that year,
up and running
with 2,000 square feet of
Damn.
gaming goodness.
Right. Right.
That's a lot.
And 20
Holy
some
shit.
members already, you know, that were
Exactly.
showing up regularly, right? So this really
Wow.
weird idea morphed into what we are today, which is Warchief Gaming. That's our club.
I think one of the most
male
interesting
fantasy
things about this.
Yeah, it's like the male fantasy isn't really two girls at the same time. It's not really about, you know, having a hot girlfriend. It's about having a 2,000 square foot space for you and all of your friends to just get together and play Dungeons and Dragons. You know, like, yeah, dude, we just go over there, we hang out, dude, we just do whatever we hang out with the boys, it's great. Yeah, like, let's be honest, like, that's the real male fantasy.
Club is some of the nights that we have.
And, you know, they can wear, like, their fucking armor and, like, bring swords around, and, like, nobody thinks it's stupid. They can just do whatever they want. You know, it's great.
Up. I mean, initially we started this club as kind of like more of us leaving our terrain and tables up, right? And it's become this thing with a lot of people showing up on multiple nights a week. Yeah. So on some of our busiest nights, right, we have 2 or 3 tables of you know, some type of game going on down here, whether it's Song of Fire and Ice or 40K, or X-Wing, Legion, right? And then we have 2 or 3 tables going on with people hobbying, and then we have the D&D stuff upstairs going on.
It's an amazing energy, and so the next big thought was
that is really cool.
What if a lot of people show up, and what if they're very different than us? You know, like what would make this place feel cool? For people just to show up and be the nerds that they are, and be able to game, you know, without feeling like they're on the outside of this inside club.
Yeah.
We now have a club.
That was like always one of the cool things about being in the card shop. Like, I don't know if you guys ever like went to a card shop or played cards back in the day whenever you were a kid, you know? Like you go to the card shop, it's like everybody there was like not really a loser. But like if you came in there, you knew that you were with like kindred spirits, you know what I mean? And so it wasn't anything weird, right? You would just go up. It was like easier to socialize with people, and it was easier to just like get in part of the group, right? If you see a new person come in, you'd ask them like, "Hey, do you want to play with us? Like, what's up, man? How you doing? What's your name?" You know, and like that was like probably one of the coolest things about the card shop. It wasn't even really playing the game. It was who you were playing with, like the people that you were playing with. And I remember like all the time, like me, whenever I first started going to the card shop, I was like 14, right? And I remember like all the older guys there would always make fun of me because I was stupid, right? Because I was stupid ass 14-year-old kid. And like then whenever I got older, then other stupid ass 14-year-old kids came into the store, and then I got to make fun of them, and I got to tell them bullshit about Magic that happened like 8 years ago. And you know, they were like in middle school or like, you know, elementary school, so they didn't know it. So you just like make some shit up and like get them to believe it, right? And like it was great, man. It's a circle of life. Like my main game was Magic the Gathering. Like I never really played a lot of Warhammer 40K. Like I played like, I have like some figurines, like I played a little bit of it, but like honestly, like it was expensive back then, right? I couldn't afford it. So I never really got into it. Like I think that's like more of like a, you know, bald gray beard guy hobby, because then, you know, they can afford it because they have a good job, and, you know, they can just buy as many figurines as they want. And, but like whenever you're a kid, you can't really play Warhammer 40K. And so,
in a community, and you know.
Oh shit! I mean, unpause it. But like, that's one of the best things about like card shops is the fact that it does give people that are probably like harder. It's harder for them to socially connect with people. It gives them like a unironic safe space where they can connect and like share things with people that already have a common interest with them. And for a lot of people like that, they don't really have a lot of opportunities to do that. And I think especially for young people, it's just so meaningful and it's so impactful for them. So I think that really matters a lot, man. It really, really does. Work on your social skills then? They do at the card shop with their friends, right? And they meet new people. They get used to introducing themselves to people because they're in a space where they feel confident and comfortable. That's the whole point.
Lots of new friends.
And I think I'd like to see that continue to grow, because it has been it's to me, it's the next phase of my life. It's the next piece of my journey that I want to partake in.
The past 2 years have been just absolutely amazing. Meeting new friends and finding this community that we did not anticipate. Falling back in love with these products that really shaped us when we were young, shaped our imaginations, and set us on the paths that our professional careers would take. I have found all of this has really kind of brought me back to life and rekindled my passion and my imagination and my longing to build ideas and worlds that people can get lost in. Mike and I had a conversation.
Yeah, he did that for me, actually.
I said, man, what would it look like if Warchief was more than just a club? What would it look like if Warchief was a development shop? And we built some worlds, and we, created products, all the things I grew up loving. Obviously, these, board games, tactical miniatures games, or RPGs, or these stories playing out as novels or comics or animation, whatever. I kind of want to do it all again, right? I want to do it smart, and I want to do it slow, a little older, a little wiser, but damn it, I want to build things again. And that's what I've taken from the last 2 years.
Slow means not involving Activision this time.
Gift to feel this passion again. So it's killer to announce that Mike and I are making product. We're not exactly ready right now to talk about these worlds we're building or these products we're getting our heads around, but that time is coming very soon. Over the next month or so,
that's crazy.
We're going to be updating information about our projects on our website, which is warchiefgaming.com.
So everyone, remember, it's crazy time out there. Be safe. Take care of each other. Hopefully soon we'll have some stuff that we can interact with you on. But until then, take care of each other and check our site.
Thank you for being here and listening to us ramble. We're really, really looking forward to showing you what we're doing very soon. So have a good one. And like Mike said, be good to each other. Peace out.
What virus?
That's a good one. Pardon me.
Okay. See, they'd never let him act like this at Blizzard. No, they'd never let him act like this. They cut that out at Blizzard. 100%.
All right, ready? Clap. Ready?
Yep. See, I think that's one thing that people miss about that's one thing people miss about gaming is just this because at the end of the day, you have these gaming conventions and these guys make themselves seem like it's some kind of a big fucking thing. It's this crazy oh, we're bringing in this new product and everything's got to be perfectly right and we're changing shirts during the presentation, and it's and then you just have two fucking old dudes, right? Two bald and old dudes are just sitting around making stupid noises on each other, laughing at them, and it's yeah, you know what, these guys know how to have fun. Maybe I can buy one of their games. That could be great. You know what I mean? And it just makes you feel more confident in the product. You know what I mean? At least to me it does. And it's no, that's what it's about. To me, it's unprofessional. Exactly. And that's why people like it. People don't want things that are professional all the time. Being professional is not good and being unprofessional is not bad. It's the fact is people don't want it to seem like this is some super professional endeavor or anything like that. It's just a fun group of guys getting together and making cool shit for you to watch and play. That's it. Right? I mean, there's no reason you've got to, reinvent the wheel here. It makes perfect sense, man. And seeing Bald getting excited, just like OTK. Hey, dude. It's a good way of doing things. All right. It's good because they're relatable. Yeah, it's relatability. That's what I was saying before, where, if the devs just came on and responded to my Twitter, and they're like, shut up, Baldy. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But I would actually appreciate that response more than not getting a response. Really, I would feel more confident about that. All right, there's real people working at this company. This isn't corporate drivel. This isn't some sort of fucking 8 different levels of corporate bureaucracy that's come down and refined the message down to this innocuous bullshit that nobody cares about. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I like to see. Okay, so let's see here. VentureBeat. All right, I'll go ahead and just look at this real quick. At 47, I come back to it. Even after Glorious Blizzard experience, I want the intimate scale again. This is my path. I've always felt that even in things like World of Warcraft, which is still my favorite video game of all time, they're reaching for what D&D does. I don't want you to sound arrogant in saying that. For my entire career at Blizzard, I was trying to chase the feeling that Tabletop had always given me. Whether I was a role-playing game or a war game, I wanted to feel those things with the people that I was playing with. Well, exactly, right? I mean, a lot of these fantasy games and things like this are built around the role-playing element that they give you, and if you can capture that role-playing element, then you're actually going to have success. And that's what it's about more than anything. Read the top of the 100 article of Warchief Gaming. More people left Blizzard. Chris Metzen, former senior vice president of story of Blizzard Entertainment, has announced his new tabletop gaming company, Warchief Gaming, alongside co-founder Mike Gilmartin, former vice president of quality assurance at Blizzard. Former. All right. That explains a lot. They're now joined by Ryan Collins, former Hearthstone developer, now serving as lead product developer. Yeah, that explains a lot. Yeah, I guess this guy left about 2 years ago. When did BFA come out? Shit. Shit, man. Okay. Well, let's go down. Let's go down. We'll look at the Fall of Stormwind thing. Yeah. Well, actually, let me finish the article first, okay? First Dreamhaven and now this. Woof, awesome. I have faith in Blizzard. Yeah, this is scary, man. Like, it's like there's a phrase in like I guess like professional space that's like called brain drain, and I don't know. I think this actually goes beyond like professional spaces, but it's where you have like all the smart people. It's like, you ever been in a guild? And like the 3 best people in the guild quit the guild and the guild goes downhill. Okay, well, that's brain drain. Regardless, this is really cool to see, and it's exciting too. And I certainly hope that I hope that they're able to make some great content. And I did actually see on Twitter that Chris Metzen said that he was going to still be voicing Thrall. And so it's not like he's ostracized from Blizzard or anything like that. I think this is just something that they're doing completely differently. I would love to get Chris Metzen on Allcraft, okay? Like, I would fucking, dude, oh my god. I cannot wait. I cannot fucking, I would fanboy. Yeah, I would, honestly, I definitely would DM him. Maybe I will. I mean, like, I think that honestly it'd be a good chance to do it because, right, you want to talk about his new company, that'd be fucking, like, that's actually a really, this could be good. This could be good. Oh shit. This could be good. All right.